What?
Okay. All right. We're good now. Can everyone hear us?
Mm, Let me see. It might take. Can you hear me, Ozzy?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. Can
Oh
chat
yeah.
hear us? Back now. Can hear you
Okay, cool.
guys. Yep, they said they can hear us.
Nice. All right. Hey everyone. Thanks for coming. I'm Amanda. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Java, and we're here with obviously Ozzy from OZTalksHW. That's hi, Mindy. Yeah, that's me. Thanks so much for being here. So I'm gonna just go through kind of what we're gonna talk through first. Do a little intro and some Q&A for Ozzy. And then the main point of this is, I would say most of the comments we get from Java, either like people who email us or chat in on the site or comment on our social post. A lot of people want to know, they have a certain dollar amount budget. This is their favorite game. What build should they buy? And so we're not always able to get to every one of those questions, but we wanted to dedicate some time and an expert, Ozzy, to take those questions live. And so we're gonna ask. We have Thomas who is in the chat. So please, in the chat, whenever you want, write in your questions for what type of build you're looking for, and then Ozzy's going to do some live shopping and recommend some stuff for you. And depending on who's in the chat, I mean, maybe there's some more builders versus looking for pre-builds. And so you can ask other questions too. We'll probably just save those till the end and first start with the PC recommendation questions. But anyway, I'll get into it. So I'm Amanda. I'm the CEO of Java. I met Ozzy many years ago, like way beginning of Java. I just cold reached out, or like somehow I found a connection, and he took a call with me, and he's been um, working with us in like some advisory capacity and ever since. And very, you're my favorite tech. You're one of my favorite tech tubers. So
That
yeah,
was
I'm
great.
gonna intro Ozzy. You probably know him if you're into gaming hardware. If you are into tech reviews, budget builds, probably know him from OzTalks Hardware on YouTube. He has over 400,000 subscribers. You've been doing this for how many years?
On this channel, 8 years. Eight or 9
8 years.
years. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Almost a
So some
decade.
might call you a veteran.
In some ways, yeah.
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 Thank you so much for joining us. So I'm going to kick it off with Ozzy. Why don't you tell us a little bit about like your start, how you got started with your YouTube channel, how your content has changed in those 8 years?
Yeah, I primarily started because I wanted a creative outlet and I wanted to make content about computer parts that I could actually afford. Because I think at the time when I started this channel in 2015, I didn't see much of that. Um, and so really I just started like reviewing parts that I found in my closet or like my uncle, he worked in IT, who would give us. And so I think over the years I've stayed with cheap, affordable hardware. But I think as time has gone on, my interests have shifted into more like embedded things because I have a job as an embedded engineer, or more like console versus PC and small form factors. So more niche things have been added to the mix, but I think the underlying like affordable hardware has kind of stayed the same.
Nice. Um, I have some questions for Ozzy. If anyone in the chat has some, drop them in. My next one is what, well, I talk to you sometimes and I'm always fascinated at how much you do. You usually have, you're working on YouTube, you're working on a full-time job or school. When you're not building PCs or making your content, what are you up to?
Yeah, that's a fun question. Um, I'm usually around people, so I really enjoy being around my friends and family. Um, I got into volleyball a few years ago, so I've been playing that quite a bit. Um, and then I'm really into music, listening to music, making music. So kind of anything music related. And then I recently got into gardening, which that has been a fun and interesting endeavor.
Touching grass, something like that?
Touching grass, yeah.
Touching
Computer
dirt?
people do it. You should
Wow.
try it if you haven't.
Defying stereotypes.
That's what I'm here for. Going outside, yeah.
And yes, we know you're interested in music. Love the Frank Ocean build. We'll never forget that one.
Oh yeah, I think that was the first one I sold on Java.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then the last one for me for now is, if you could design your dream gaming setup with an unlimited budget, what would it look like?
Ooh. I think I would go small form factor, like a super high end and powerful PC that is about the size of like an Xbox Series X or smaller. I think I just feel like that niche of PCs is oddly so creative despite having such limited space. Maybe that's what makes it so creative. And I'll try to make it as silent as possible. So powerful, silent, and small
How
would
much
be
money do you need for this?
a few grand. I would estimate. I would probably estimate 3.5 thousand to like comfortably build it the way I want to build it.
What's the value of your current build
The value when I bought it or the value now?
when you bought it?
When I bought it, um, I would say if we go MSRP, probably like 1300. It has a 3080 and then a 5800X and 32 gigs of RAM.
Nice.
Yeah. So, but now it's probably, I don't think it's worth that much, but at the time, yeah, probably about 1300.
Throw an Aussie signature on it, and there you go. You
And
can
then up the value.
the collectible. Um, okay, awesome. Okay, last wait, someone in the chat, what type of music do you make? I think you said listen. Do you make
Do I
music?
make? I've been slowly getting into it. Mostly like acoustic singer songwriter stuff. But I also have, I mean, I'm really bad at it, but I play trumpet and I'm trying to like, I'm keyword here is trying. I'm not very good yet. I'm trying to make more like lo-fi jazz because I have an electric guitar and have a trumpet, but it's way harder than I thought. So that's a goal for next year probably to release like a lo-fi track or something.
Nice. All right, let's get into it. We have one question in the chat, which is pretty well
Yeah,
asked. This is what we're looking for.
that's like a
So,
perfect question. Yeah.
perfect question. What would be ideal build for $900 as the budget
Mm-hmm.
to handle smooth performance in Valorant with high frame rates and minimal lag? Take it
Ooh,
away.
good question. Should we start shopping or
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not
Okay.
here.
Let's move over to the Java page. Oops. The woes of having one computer monitor.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Amanda, are you cool to be muted, or
Yeah.
do you still want to be mute you? Okay. Okay, you're now muted. Um, how come my chat isn't showing up anymore? What happened? I think I remember it. So, John, you said $900 Valorant high refresh rate gaming. I think for Yeah, yeah, you're muted. Sorry, Amanda's radioing me right now. So, okay. What are your current specs, John? What's your processor and your video card right now? While I try to fix the chat. Let me see. Is there another? Maybe I have to use a different browser or something. Or I can pull it up on my phone too. I'll do that. Yep, there we go. Hey, B-Bear, what's up? Java is the goat. Java's awesome. Which would be better? Yeah, if you're at 1080p, I think ideally getting on the AM5 platform is probably my recommendation. Or if you already have an AM4 motherboard, then just popping in a 3D chip, X3D chip, and going from there, and then upgrading your GPU. i5 4th gen GTX 960. Okay, cool. You have a lot of room to upgrade. So let's see what Java has, because I think this will be pretty fun. Okay. So this right now is $800 and up. The 7800X3D would be great. It would be pretty hard to fit that into this budget, but let's see what Java currently has for around that price. We have a ton of filters. I'm actually going to, let's do max price 1,000. Cool. Is there like a specific color scheme you want, John, or do you just want like the best performance that you can find? Honestly, I think, let's see a few of these. David's PCs right here, that one looks pretty good. So this is a 12600 KF and a 6650 XT. So this doesn't seem like much, the 6650 XT, but I actually have a video with a comparable processor, and I think it was getting around like 5 to 800 FPS in Valorant at 1080p. And I mean, at 1440p, you cut that down by a few hundred FPS, if that. So something like this would be perfect. But if you wanted to go AMD or AM5, then you could totally pick something up. Let's see if there's like, this is a 3700X. Let's see what else they have. I'm trying to see if there's an AM5 machine here that you can get. Here's another one, $900, 12400F, and then a 4060 Ti. That'll also get you pretty solid machine as well. Yeah, the 12th gen series is seems like it's kind of the meta for something like this if you wanted to buy a pre-built here. Yeah, I think that's what I would recommend. I would recommend the 12400F, this PC by Andromeda Insights, or this one by David's PCs. I think either of these will get you exactly what you want. Frames win games. Yeah. I have an AM4 build, but I was wondering if I should upgrade to AM5. What are you doing with it, Jordan? Because honestly, AM4 is really, really good. Absolutely legendary. And I think it has a lot of life left in it. I would honestly say stay. Bro's not ZTT. Yeah, I'm not Zach, unfortunately. Then maybe I should get Zach on here, both of us. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. Hey, how's it going? My girlfriend is looking to upgrade from their HP laptop and is looking for a tower that can manage some newer games, Baldur's Gate for 500, Any recommendations? Yes. So Baldur's Gate is an interesting one. I actually don't remember the requirements. So let me look that up really quick. Okay, so something like a 2060 or better. I definitely think we can find something for them, Joseph. So let's go back here to our search results. Oh, maybe I should link these. Should I do that? Am I allowed to do that? Here you go, John. This is for you. Oh wow, that's an ugly link. But hopefully you get the gist. There's another one, John. Sorry, the links are really ugly, but hopefully you can work with them, like copy and paste. Okay, so Joseph, you said for your girlfriend about $500. So let's pull up our budget systems and go from there. So we want something with about an RTX 2060 performance. And that is a lot of different video cards. That's like a GTX 1070, Vega 56. They're all kind of the same. It'll be a little difficult for about 500 to pick up a tower that does that, but let's see what we can do. I'm going to move you. Wait, let's do 600. Just open a few that meet the price point. Okay, actually, there are some pretty good ones. Which this is way better than I expected. Nothing against Java. I know Java is great, but I'm like shocked that people are selling computers at prices like these. Especially fully built. Okay, so let's see. Let's see what we have. So this one's 570. It's a little bit over your budget, but it has an i7 which hits the recommended requirements to 8700, which I think is 8 cores and 8 threads, and a 1660 Ti, which is fine for Baldur's Gate. This will be totally fine. It's a little bit more expensive than you would like, so let's see if we can find one that's around 500. So this one has a Xeon, which is X99 V2, I think, which will definitely work. I think this is still a decent build, but I think having something with a better upgrade path would be worth it. So let's see what else we can find. I mean, for $440, this isn't half bad. It's still the 10 core Xeon, but it has a 1070 and 16 gigs of RAM, and it looks solid as well. So that one's not half bad. So that's another option. This one by NLG Gaming PC. This one looks pretty good too. I think I would prefer this one over the other one, just because it has a Ryzen 1600X, and that's going to give you a pretty good upgrade path. This one is over budget, but it's still decent. Let's see. This one is, whoa, this one's great. These two are amazing, actually. Whoa. Okay. All right, John. I think I've made my choice. These are really really good. This one is 1660 Super and a 1600X. I recommend this by Hydros Tech Hub for your girlfriend. This Ryzen 5 2600 and 2060 as well for $500. I think this one is my favorite. Like a modern Ryzen CPU, 6 cores, 12 threads, an RTX 2060. It looks really good, like well cable managed. It comes with 3 fans. There's some pretty lights, and you can probably add more. I'm not the biggest fan of the case, but I think this one is your best bet. Yeah, this one is actually really good. So let me link you this actually. The listing number, like death suggested. Oh, okay, the listing number. The listing number. The listing number. Where would I find that? Okay. I don't know if I see that here. It's after the product in the URL. Oh, this right here. Okay. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, Death. That's really helpful. That's for Joseph. There you go. Sorry, I'm really bad at reading chat. I've historically been pretty bad at reading chat. So I hope that's helpful. Yeah, looks solid. Hope it helps your girlfriend. Um, I'll put my question in the lineup. Sorry, I'm back reading right now. Budget gaming PC, also used for art, drawing, tab, and Photoshop, maybe a little editing. Typical Google works up under 500. I plan to upgrade in a year or so. Okay, so you're probably going to get about the same results as Joseph. Honestly, I would kind of recommend the same thing. I would try to get as many modern cores as you can. And I think going on the AM4 platform, so Ryzen 5 5500, like with a DREC, this PC right here, or even the Ryzen 5 2600 will get you fairly far as well. The Shooter by Random PC Guy. So if you're planning to upgrade, I would probably go for DREC or even this one, because you have a case that's easier to upgrade in instead of a mini ITX one, if that makes any sense. So hopefully that helps Pure Draws. Yeah, thank you so much, Death. That was really helpful. Mimi, also, if you guys have suggestions, because I know I'm not the only one here who enjoys computers and hardware, but if you have suggestions for the people in the chat as well, like totally throw them in. I think that would be super helpful as well. So Mimi, you had a question. I'm looking for a computer under $1,000 that can run these specs. Windows 10, Intel 6th Gen. Oh, yeah, Mimi, you're in great hands. You could probably you could definitely have your budget and you would still be able to hit those requirements. So honestly, it's kind of the sky's the limit here for you. It's basically like which one do you want? um I guess a better question for you, Mimi, is what games do you want to play? Um like what are you looking to do with the computer? While you answer that here, I'll go to the $1,000 budget segment. And I'm going to throw a little jazz music in the mix. I like the jazz that we were playing before. Hopefully that's not too loud. Is that loud enough? Is that a good level for background music? What do you guys think? Jordan, you said I have an ASRock B50 5M Steel Legend. Great motherboard. I had that one too. With a 3600. What should I upgrade? Yeah, what's your video card? And what do you want to do with the computer? And how much do you have? I'm just starting out in PC gaming. Okay. Well, if you're just starting out, we can get you like a solid build that'll give you a good upgrade path. So let's limit it. Let's limit it to 1100 and see what we can find. So I mean, really, Mimi, I would say like whichever one looks kind of looks the best, because I think all of these computers are pretty solid. I think with the price of $1,000, you could go AM5. And AM5 are Ryzen 7000 processors or higher. It also gives you DDR5 RAM instead of DDR4 RAM. So that's what I would recommend. I think that budget is a good baseline to comfortably build on that platform. So this one has a Ryzen. Oh, that's not Ryzen. Sorry, that's a AMD GPU. Let's see what CPU it has. Okay, this is a Ryzen 5 5500. This is a 5800X, which still works. AM4 still works. If you can just get AM5, I would recommend that, but okay, I think all of these are good. Also, thank you, Blind. Thank you for letting me know the background music is good. I think out of all of these, I would probably go for this one. Yeah, I mean an RTX 3080, that's pretty impressive to fit in this build. I know it's $100 more, but that's really good. Like, there's just kind of no way around it. So this one is good. If you absolutely have to stick under $1,000, we can find something for you. Bay computers. I really like Bay computers. Sorry, I'm kind of a stan for them. Let's see what they have. Yeah, this is pretty solid, and I think it looks really good too. So the 5600X, it is on AMD's older platform, but it allows you to get an X3D chip in the future, and those are just great for gaming. And then the RTX 3070 is still really, really good today. And the computer just looks really pretty. Like, this just looks great. So I'll send you my recommendations. I'll send you the product ID/number. Here, let's do 5600X plus 3080. That's one Mimi, and then this other one I think is really, really good as well. It's a little bit over, but I think it's a good PC. Oops, that should be 3070. Both of those are solid. Anything under 600? Yeah, they have stuff under 600. Do 650. Let's do 500 to 650. Are there any good looking small form factor computers? My budget is 2800 and I could probably do a little more. Oh, Bob, that sounds fun. we'll do that one right after we finish this one with Mimi, because they definitely have small form factor. Um, so they're quite a bit at this budget, Mimi. So if you're just getting started, I think the 2060 is a better choice than the 5700. Just because it has newer technology. I know in games like Alan Wake 2, the 5700 doesn't have certain technology that the 2060 does. I can't remember the name right now. Hopefully someone in chat can remind me. Um, Still a great GPU, but in games like that, it really starts to show its age. But something like this is pretty solid, a 2060 Super and a Ryzen 7 2700. Comes with Wi-Fi and everything, and this one also looks really nice, by Bobber Electronics. This is another solid one if you want to spend a little bit less. 1660 Super and Ryzen 5 3600. Let's see. The 5600 XT is pretty good. That's another nice one. This one looks interesting. Okay, yeah, another 5700 XT PC. Let's go to page 3 and see what they have here. Yep, so you're going to kind of see similar things, 5700 XT, RTX 2060 Super. I think any of these will do well for you. But I like this one. I think this one's simple, it's affordable, and has a good upgrade path. The CPU is a little bit older, but I still think it'll serve you well. There you go, maybe. What's up, Lego guy? Okay. So Bob, you had a really fun question. Um, Something that I haven't considered, at least on Java before, and I think this would be a fun little exploration. Um, your budget is about 3,000 essentially, right? And you want a small form factor PC. What do you want to use it for? Is it just for gaming? Is it for is it kind of like an everything machine? What games are you going to play? I see one here already. It's the Fractal Terra, I believe. Fractal Design Terra. Is that correct? Yep, Fractal Design. It I mean, it has a 4080 Super, dude. And it's very modest and unassuming. Oh my gosh, this is playing Christmas music. Or is that happy birthday? That's so funny. But yeah, this one looks really good. And it's right at your budget. Yeah, everything at ultra settings. 7800X 3D, 4080 Super, 64 gigs of RAM. The only downside here is the storage is fairly small. But I mean, everything else looks extremely high end. It says it has this top hat for extra cooling, which is really interesting. this thing right here at the top. I'm interested to see what it actually is. I wonder if that's a popular modification for this case. I plan on using it for Elden Ring and F124 before it to have a handle. I wonder if fractal design cases handle fractal design Terra. Yeah, let's see if SFF has. Okay, so it doesn't look like it has a handle pre-installed. You would have to like add one on there. But if that's not a deal breaker, I'll send this to you. Probably an AIO. Oh, that would make sense. Blind tech. Yeah. It's 4080 Super. Yeah. That's a pretty good one. I would totally recommend that one. But let's see if we can find something else. I know there's an option for small form factor. Yeah, here we go. Small form factor. Okay, it actually looks like this might be the only one. Let's see if we widen our search a little bit. Okay, he has like other iterations. That's pretty cool. It looks like most of these are going to be the Fractal Terra, which unfortunately does not have a handle. But this one is also really solid. A Ryzen 5 7600X. And the cable management is amazing. And it has a 4 terabyte SSD. That's super fast memory. Yeah, this one is also just great. You won't have pretty much any issues playing any game. Yo, Jason, what's up? Good to see you. If there's something similar performance but with the handle, I'd prefer that. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, it looks like the only ones that are small form factor here do not have a handle. Yeah, it's just the Terra. But I'll send this to you anyway. Because I also do wonder if there's a way you could add a handle like through Amazon or something. Yeah, these look really cool. I think at that price range, those might be the only ones, but let me remove the minimum price. Let's see. Okay, this one actually has a handle. Same with this one. This one's pretty cool. Yeah, it's the what's this? There's like its type of small form factor this is, but I don't remember the name. Like tower or desktop based. Yeah, that might be a good one too. Yeah, this one's a little bit slower. And I would say upgrade the SSD. But if you're comfortable with that, it has some really good parts built in. So this is another one. Revolt 3 case. Yes, that's what it is. Okay, that's common, but they've built them in. And Lian Li. Oh yeah, the Lian Li one is good. Is my webcam bugging out? Oh wait, 1 second. Thank you for the heads up. There we go. That fixed it. Appreciate it. Yeah, I would say your best one, Bob, is 41796, which is this. Let's see if this will work. Yeah. This is probably your best bet. And then with the rest of the money, pick up like a handle that you can strap on. It's not ideal, obviously, but it'll work. So personally not a fan of the TU50. Feels cheap compared to the Revolt 3. I know Danny is I don't know if he's a huge fan of the TU150, but I know he's used it quite a few times. But those are the PCs at least I would recommend on here. And there are quite a few other ones too that you can use, that you can pick up. So let's just see. I just want to see for fun if we don't have a huge budget. Like, what? Say you have $1 million. What can you get? We're gonna remove the small form factor. Let's sort by highest price. This is not something that I could realistically ever afford, but it'll I think it'll be fun to check out. Am I gone again? Oh no. I keep forgetting to do this. Sorry, that's my bad. Thank you for the reminder. Okay. Oh, this looks so nice. This looks so cool. Whoa. 82 people are watching this. That's wild. This is like the prettiest computer I've ever seen. And like the photography is great too. Oreo themed computer. It kind of is. But I love it. It's like flipped. It's like flipped Oreo. If that makes any sense. I definitely prefer white lights. It depends. I kind of like amber lights as well. But there really isn't an option for amber. The only reason I want a handle is because I want to move it between my productivity gaming setup and racing sim setup. That makes sense. Yeah, a handle would be helpful if you plan on moving it quite a bit. I love the description for this too. Why should someone get this PC? Let's talk. It's so naturally camp. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. If I had the money for it. These are all really nice too. This one looks great. Forge Computers, 7800 X3D and a 4080 Super. Just clean. Yeah, just really nice. Maturing is having ambient white amber lights and not RGB. Literally. Just out of curiosity, and anyone can answer. Ryzen 3, Intel i3 really isn't that strong, right? Yeah, I agree with Blind Tech. They're definitely decent processors. They will be able to play almost anything, with a few exceptions. It, depending on your standards, it will be able to play anything. So it depends on what your standards are, really. My PC keyboard and mouse LED shows everything is what I hear in my bedroom. Yeah, for budget 1080p, they do fine. I agree with Death. Thomas, that's so true. I bought these Govee LED lights. They're not on right now, but they're like on my window wall. And if I set them to amber white, because they're broken, they'll start strobing every other color, like rainbow RGB. So yeah, it's fun until your lights break, which just means don't buy cheap lights. What would be a good GPU to pair with a 4350G? The 4350G isn't the fastest processor out there. I think it'll be fine up to like, even a 3060 might have some problems. There we go again with the webcam. Okay, sorry guys. Fixed it. Sorry, I'm new to streaming again. Working on it. And I have one monitor. But I would say something like a 3060 should be okay. Thank you. Yeah, it was bugging. I'm all about the vaporwave vibe. Vaporwave is really cool. I definitely think at the end of the day, it's just whatever shows your personality and makes you enjoy your setup, right? And I think that's different for everyone. You should get 2 monitors, TBH. I should, but I just love the aesthetic of one monitor. It just looks so much cleaner. I should really, what I should get is a portable monitor, like a small portable monitor. But let's see what GPUs they have. I know you mentioned, who mentioned the 4350G? Someone did. Doorstuck, yeah. So there are a lot of video cards here that you can also buy in Java too, for pretty good prices. Like the 1660 Super for $80. That's pretty solid. Joel, no. I have a 1440p monitor, but I don't have a ultra wide. But yeah, I would say with a 4350G, the fastest I would recommend is an RTX 3060. I don't think you'll really see much benefit beyond that, because I think the 4350G will hold it back a decent amount. Yeah, dude, portable monitors for 85 before fees. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I had a portable monitor, but then I ended up switching or selling it, getting rid of it. But I kind of regret doing that, so I'll probably pick up another one at some point soon. Death, I would so appreciate that. Thank you. But I can definitely find a portable monitor for myself for like $50 on Amazon or something. I just need it for another screen. I don't need it for like gaming or anything like that. So yeah, that too. I use the full on like 28-inch monitor to test all my computers, which probably isn't the best idea. So one last one I want to do before we I guess kind of close out the shopping part is the game that has kind of been on my mind recently is Black Myth Wukong. That's like the new one, right? And it looks fairly difficult to play and to run. And I've seen quite a few analysis videos from like Hardware Unboxed and whatnot. So I just want to see what PCs are out there that we could do. Oh, Tricky, you had a question. Okay, cool. I totally missed that. You had that a few minutes ago. What would you recommend for 1080p gaming, preferably under 625? Okay, great question. We'll look at Black Myth Wukong after we check that out. So for 625, let's see what we have. I think you'll be able to find an RTX 2060 supercomputer. I think that's probably what you'll be looking at. So let's paste you. Let's say 5. We'll do 550 to 650. Or let's just do 630. Not 60, 630, 630. That would be insane. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, these are better than I expected. So an RX 6600 and then a Ryzen 5 5500. That's a solid machine. And it has, looks like it's a pretty good case, a nice aftermarket cooler, lights, if that's what you're about, Tricky. That all seems really good to me. And I'd take that over the 2060 Super, personally. So I would recommend that. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this one's even better. Dude, that's actually really cool. I don't even think, let's see the other ones. This one's also pretty good. Yeah, this one for sure. Tricky, if you're still here. An RX 6700 or 7600 plus Ryzen 5 3600 for $600. Yeah, I like 100% recommend this. Yeah, easily. This one would treat you well. It doesn't have like the pretty cables and everything, but at this price, like when it just comes to performance, like Big Mark 200, you like killed it. So I would hop on this one. I like this one a lot. So that's what I recommend, Tricky. Sorry for missing your message earlier. But that's one I like. How good is a Ryzen 4600G? As kind of like an all-in-one solution, it's okay. It depends how much you can get it for, I would say. I think that's the biggest thing. If you can get it for like under $100, maybe under like $80, I would say that's a decent deal. But I think buying like a used Ryzen 3600 for like 40 or 50 and then a $50 RX 580 is going to be a way better choice. Like, I think 100% of the time. Like, I'm pretty confident about that. Super soft. What's up? I haven't seen it yet. So, or Zach's video. I haven't seen it. Yeah. Yes, please make a compilation video. When I saw the 7600, I was like legitimately like, what the heck? Does Java ship internationally? I'm pretty sure it's USA only, but Amanda, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's continental US. Maybe not continental, but US only. Yeah, US only. Yep. But I don't have my account logged in right now, but yeah, I trust them a lot. I've sold, I think, 4 computers, full computers on Java, and it's honestly my platform of choice when I need to get rid of a computer. So if you, ever so often I'll sell a computer for pretty cheap because I usually get the parts through sponsors and whatnot. So check out Java. Maybe you'll find a good computer for cheap there. Sorry, Bob. You said, is there a big difference between Awaken and the Honored one? They both have handles, or should I get the one you suggested? There's a big difference in price. I want to know if it's worth it. If you're talking about the Fractal, let me see. The Fractal ones, right? Is that the ones you're talking about? You said small form factor. Okay. Cinematic. And between Awaken and the Honored one. Okay. Okay, got it. I see. Let's see that. Oh, these look so cool. These two. Okay. Big difference between these two. Okay, so this one, Ryzen 770, 700 RTX 3090. And Awaken. Let's see what specs this one has. 14900 KF and 6900 XT. I'm pretty sure the 6900 XT is comparable to the 3090. Let me check. Or maybe it's the 6950 XT. Okay, so yeah. So the Optimist has a slightly slower GPU, but a faster processor. But then the faster processor consumes more energy. The Awaken also has a handle, which is what you really like. The Honored one has a faster GPU, a slower CPU, but consumes less energy, probably. It'll probably end up being about the same. I think out of these two, I personally like the design of the Optimist, of Awaken, more. So if I had the money, that's one that I would go for. 2 terabyte storage. How much storage does this one have? 2 terabyte storage. They're both really good. You're gonna get about the same gaming performance. Yeah, I think gaming performance is going to be comparable unless you play with ray tracing. If you play with ray tracing, the Honored one is going to be better. I think at this price point, personally, I would choose one that looks better, and I like Awaken more. But you won't be, I think you would be very satisfied with the Honored one as well. So, is there one you're leaning towards right now, Bob? Well, I mean, this one, I mean, they both have anime characters. I was about to say this one has an anime character, but this one also does. This one looks, this one, just the hardline tubing just looks so clean. It's bugging again. Thank you. Yeah, the Awaken is my go-to as well. It's, yeah, it just looks really, really clean. Has like little like temperature monitors on the front too, on the radiator. Thank you, Blind Tech. I appreciate that. But yeah, good eye, Bob. I didn't see these ones before. Those are tubes at the top. Are they actually? Is that connected to the radiator? Oh, yes it is. Does it go through the case? That's wild if it does. Yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it does. But I wonder if those, they look like they double as handles, or maybe I'm... Maybe I'm wrong. On the bill, titanium. Let's see. Is it this one? This one. By TechSide. Yeah, I wouldn't use them as handles. This one is really nice. I have the same case, and they make it look way better than I do. And they have a deep cool cooler, which is like a rare artifact. This one is really good. I mean, 7900 X3D and 4070. It just looks really nice. Very clean and minimal. I like it a lot. Yeah, this one is good. I wish there was more storage, but that's a pretty easy upgrade. But yeah, I would say Awaken technically doesn't have handles. That was a good catch, Techie TV. Though it is tempting to use these as handles. But yes, it does not technically have handles. So I guess if that's the case, the honored one is the one I would get, Bob. That's probably the one that you want, since this one does have a handle included. But yeah, I think I listed for 525. I think that's a pretty solid build for a 1070 and a 2600X for 525. Let's see. I don't know if I can actually search your name. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, this one looks pretty good. Yeah, solid specs, decent price. Yeah, I like it. Nice. Yeah, congrats, Bob. That sounds awesome. Let me know what you think of it. Yeah, I don't think you'll have any problems, and it's quite a flex to say you have a 3090 in your computer. That's super cool. But yeah, I think the last thing I want, Black Myth Wukong's recommended system requirements that I was looking at doesn't, it's actually not, it's not as intense as I thought. A 5700 XT, RTX 2060, and a Ryzen 5 5500. Like, there's so many computers on the site that would fit that for like $600 and above, maybe even a little less. So yeah, I thought it would be much harder for some reason. But that's actually like really nice. Like if we change the price, yeah, I can get Wukong playable on MSI Claw. Anything is possible. That's so surprising. I didn't think that would be the case. Like this one's $700. It's really nice. PC Lab always has like super nice, just computers and builds and specs. Like this will play it fine. If you want to spend a little bit less, like something like this, or even blind text computer will play it fine too. Like yeah, something like this, which this one I'm pretty shocked at. And then there was an RX 7600 one for the same price that I was even more shocked at. I don't know if I can find it right now, but like this one has a 3060. Yeah, you have a lot of options is what I'm trying to say. So, oh, that's awesome, Death. I didn't know that. The new Unreal Engine has its own frame gen technology. That's probably super helpful as well. The other builds by Optimist? No. Are they pretty? Let's see. Ugh. Man. I'm swooning. Absolutely swooning. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I want to buy it just as like a centerpiece. It's so nice. The 4080 Super and 7800X 3D. Yeah. Like, realistically, I don't have a need for that. Because the games I play are like Smite. But man, they know how to like curate a nice looking computer. Yes, you do. Oh, yeah, these are all just like amazing. Community favorite. Here's two community favorites. What the heck? This is like actually inspiring me. This is so nice. This is your taste. The socialite. The socialite is pretty cool. Weapon X is sick. This is so cool. Yeah, literally, why do you need a car when you can just get one of these? This is like months of rent for me. But I'm like, it's so worth it. This one is really nice too. Oh my gosh. Oh, he has a nameplate too? That's insane. That's great, Lego guy. I have done that too several times. This one, oh, this one's so cute. My niece is only like a year and a half. But hey PC Lab. Yeah, of course. Your stuff is awesome. My niece is only a year and a half, but like and she doesn't even know how to pronounce the word computer. But I would 100% buy this for her. This is so nice. Yeah, these are awesome. These are really, really cool. And the Rivian cars, yeah. Yeah, I did. I saw Nocturno. Nocturno was really, really nice too. That's my favorite one. That's the one that I first swooned over, and then I was like, okay, what else does this seller have? Yeah, this is his magnum opus. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, for sure. It's great. Yeah, but I think as we wrap up, I think one of my favorite parts about Jawa and purchasing from them specifically, which is also why I try to sell all my computers on Jawa, is that they do a really good job of supporting independent sellers. Um, they highlight their builds. They talk with the sellers whenever there are changes to the platform. They try to have open communication with both the buyers and the sellers, and it's pretty community driven as well. So like, I fully stand behind them, and it gives opportunities for just like creativity like this as well. Like, look at this, it's so nice. It's so nice. Um, and there's a lot of other people, a lot of other sellers that I see a lot that I really like as well. Like Bayes Computers, PC Lab is also here. Tony, I've seen some of your stuff in APB as well. Attack Computers is pretty neat. Look at that. Sellers supporting sellers. I need to check them out too. But what are your thoughts on Pulsar builds listing and page as a whole? Super Sup, you know all the builders, man. That's awesome. Let's see Attack Computers. Okay. I'll have to check it out. I'm nearing 70 sales. Dude, Blind Tech, that's awesome. That's so cool. But yeah, you guys totally check out Jawa. I think I'm gonna invite Amanda to come back on. Um, Amanda, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's switch over. You're now on screen with everyone.
Okay. That was so fun. Thank you, Azie.
Yeah, of course.
Niantic. Did I say that right? 34 sales here.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome.
Um, yeah, we got to wrap up, but thank you everyone for the good questions. I think if you have any more, should I direct you? Definitely ask in the Discord. We do stuff like this all the time with our community where ask these types of
Oops.
questions. People are very savvy there, so they can help you out and recommend you builds. And then um, there's a
Oops
discount
again.
code for
There we go.
$15 off. For $15 off for the next 24 hours. So you can use that if you are inspired to buy that $6,000 Socialite PC. That $15 will really, make a dent. If anyone's gonna buy that PC, we'll give you a special discount. I don't know. I want someone to have
Yeah.
that. And what else? Discount code, I'm glad the seller, I'm glad the PC love, glad you're here, Tony's Tech and Custom PCs. I think that's it.
100 sales, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
feel free to ask these questions in the Discord Tech Rec channel. And thank you all so much. Thank you, Azie. This was so fun.
Yeah.
You're an expert at this. Every Friday was too.
Yeah, I would love to. Someone asked if we'll stream again. I would love to at some point in the future.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So have a good night, everyone. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming. We'll see you later.
Thanks, y'all. Yeah. End of stream. Have a great weekend, everyone.